my channel. My name is Princess, but you can call me Zimmery X. So I'm so glad to have you guys back here again today, and welcome to new viewers. I am so glad it's the end of the day and I'm so tired. Just got back from work and I have my sangria here. So please excuse me, it's just sangria, guys. It's some grapes, so nothing too serious. But today I just wanted to talk about something that I know a lot of people get triggered by, and that is, well, South Africans. Let me say South Africans. Well, as you know, I am South African, so I know how this feels, how we are constantly baited, or we feel like we are constantly being baited on the internet. But yeah, let's talk about it. So let's go. Well, let's start, guys, by talking. Let's start by talking about why South Africans feel like they are being baited for views. Firstly, let's talk about the kind of reactions. There are just so many reaction channels out there that are reacting to South African content. That is here on YouTube or on TikTok. Well, it's mostly YouTube and TikTok. And even now, if you just go on YouTube, just search Springbok reactions, so that those are the rugby reactions, you will find dozens and dozens and dozens of pages or channels that are reacting to the Springboks. It's almost as if it's a cheat sheet for views, because those videos have like thousands and thousands and thousands of views from channels that hardly have any followers. So it is clearly a proven, a tried and tested method of getting views. And this is not just like 1,000, 2,000 views. It's like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views. I mean, there's even an American couple that react to South African content, and they have like 300k views on their video reacting to South African rugby. So it is crazy, honestly, when you think about it. And then let's just leave YouTube and go to TikTok. You have TikTokers. For some reason it's always reactors from overseas. It's never South African reactors. So you have reactors from, usually it's America and the UK. You have reactors that are reacting to South African music. Now this one, I don't really have a big problem with it, because they are pushing South African music in a way, because they're usually reacting to Amapiano. My only problem is, are they actually pushing South African music to viewers in their country, or are we South Africans just viewing them react to our music? So it's like it's pushing the music back to us. So it's a bit of a confusing one. And then you have the rage baiting. There is so much rage baiting. Oh my goodness. I don't know if we are easily baited, or if we are just so patriotic that we always feel like we have to fight for, you know, our honor, our country's honor. But you have, you know, your Nigerians that will always be, you know, rage baiting us, you know, talking about how they are, you know, giants of Africa, talking bad about our girls, talking bad about the men in South Africa, you know, the xenophobia, all of that. And obviously what happens is that then South Africans always react. It's almost as if the algorithm knows that if you push that type of content to South Africans, they're going to get a lot of engagement, right? They are also on YouTube. There is just so many channels where they react. It's people from other African countries reacting to, well, not really reacting. They are talking about, the culture shocks that they have experienced while living here in South Africa. And there are a lot. All you have to do is just search South Africa culture shocks, and there will be dozens and dozens and dozens of channels that will show up that literally their sole purpose is just to do that, to just talk about the culture shocks of South Africa. Now I understand why there are these channels, right? It started off, with people kind of when they come to South Africa and then they're like, oh my goodness, this is a African country. It is, reasonably well developed, good health system, education system, infrastructure. There are systems in place in South Africa, like welfare, a good tax system. There's just a banking system that is, top class. All of these things, obviously, yes, they are gonna want to talk about those things, and compare their country with our country, because then usually they'll be like, oh, why aren't our leaders doing what the leaders in South Africa are doing? But now it's just become this thing of, if you just want views, just do a culture shock video. It's yet another cheat sheet for views. That's what it is. And yes, there are channels that started off honestly really great. Like I follow a lady. I follow cherished Lavalier. She has been doing this for a couple of years now, where she does videos about South Africa and Nigeria, because she's Nigerian but living here in South Africa for 12 years. But her videos have always been very educational, very informative. So I love her videos. But I feel like when people saw how her videos were doing, they kind of just copied that format, and it's just been a copy and paste of all the reactions, all the culture shocks. It's just a copy and paste, honestly. Now, when you look at why do these algorithms push all of this content to us South Africans? Well, it's very simple. South Africans spend the most number of hours per day online, more than any other country in the world. And I think we spend like 9.5 hours per day on average online. Now, when I heard this, I thought that there's just no way. There is no way. But then I thought about myself and how, yes, even if I am at work, I'm still viewing something online. That's the truth. If I'm home or working from home, maybe I have the TV on in the background playing, a YouTube video, or we chat, listen to music on Spotify. All of that is time spent online. And basically that is because South Africa, I think we have like over 42 million internet users in this country, which is quite a lot. So 42 million internet users in this country, coupled with an average 9.5 hours spent online. Obviously, these social media platforms are going to want to utilize this 9 hours, right? They want engagement. They know that South Africans engage. Like, we leave comments. We are viewing, commenting, liking, commenting. You can go to the most obscure creators page, and I can guarantee you're going to find a South African commenting there. There's this girl that's kind of blowing up on TikTok right now, and that is Unara Smith, ne? Nara Smith, she is South African born, but grew up in Germany because her father is German, her mom is Sotho. So you wouldn't expect Nara Smith to have a lot of South African followers, even though yes, she was born here. But because she hasn't really engaged in any like South African kind of content. But you will find South Africans there. And they always comment in Vernac, they're always there, doing their funny comments and engaging. And I can guarantee a large chunk of Nara's followers are South African. Because as soon as we find out that, she was born here, we can guarantee the algorithm was busy, promoting her content to us. That's just how it is. And sadly, I feel like South Africans are busy building, platforms of people from other countries, but we are not building our own creators. We're not building them up. We would rather, watch American creators when we could be watching South African creators and building them up. When you look at the top 10 most followed creators on TikTok, I'm gonna just count. There's that guy who does magician stuff. I think he has like 16 million followers. And then there's another person, and I know there's Lasizwe. I think he has 1 million followers, which isn't a lot when you consider Lasizwe. He's the only black person in the top 3. And he's very popular, yet he only has 1 million followers on TikTok. There's that guy who does the dancing with his family. Like there's the list isn't doing that well. It's just below 1 million followers, most of them. Outside of the top 3, it's below 1 million followers, just a couple of 100,000 followers. And you just think, no, I feel like we should have more. When you count the number of hours that we are spending online, the amount of content that we are consuming, the amount of engagements that we do, it should actually be more. But unfortunately, I feel like the algorithm is just not pushing our creators to other countries, yet it's pushing everybody, all and sundry, to us to build them up. And the sad part is that there isn't a creator fund there isn't a TikTok creator fund for Africa, yet there are creator funds for America and the UK. So when we are pushing these creators from other countries, and promoting them, liking them, following them, engaging with their content, so they are getting paid. Our creators are not. Think about the dance videos. How many dance, viral TikTok dances originates from South Africa? Yet D'Amelio are just gonna take a South African dance duets, and then they're getting paid, while our creators are not. So that's the sad part. And yes, I feel like we are being baited. We are easily rage baited. As soon as they push, as a racist girl onto us, that we are gonna come out and we are gonna defend our country, defend our people, defend the culture. So the algorithm knows where our trigger points are. They know. Think about how AFCON promoted the game between South Africa and Nigeria. There was a huge feud. In fact, that feud was so bad that when South Africa lost to Nigeria, I had to delete TikTok because I had left so many comments where I was like, nah, South Africa's gonna win, South Africa's gonna win, and people literally come back to the comments to tell me that, yeah, now what? So I mean, sure, that's just how social media is, unfortunately. It's all about numbers, it's all about the algorithms, all about views. But I do encourage us to please support our own creators more, view content from South Africa more. Yes, of course, we mustn't be, you know, in a little bubble, shut away from other creators, other type of content, because obviously content is almost like it's an art form. Even it's something creative. So obviously we don't want to starve ourselves from viewing, you know, other forms of content. But it is vital that we support our own. And also that we aren't so easily triggered, because these people know now how to get us. They know how to trigger us. There was that Simone girl and the whole Taylor controversy. You know, people were not liking the fact that Taylor is colored, and she doesn't identify as black. You know, we had your Simone that would go off on us, and you know, she was getting hundreds of thousands of views on her videos. That girl was making money. Okay, she was making money. She wasn't she was building her channel by doing that. I doubt she actually even cared. We had that guy with the noodle hair going off about you know, Zulu girl's hair. I think he's American, I'm not sure. And that was also a rage bait, and we fell for it, and we came out and we defended you know, our girls. But we just should try to just control ourselves and not be easily used, and also to just yeah, relax and consume content that is actually better for us, that is healthy for us, that's not going to create so much anxiety for us. And yeah, support South African creators. So yeah, that's my video today, guys. Didn't want it to be too long, and I just would really like you guys to like, comment and subscribe, and then please suggest some content that I can react to for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm actually gonna carry on with my sangria, and then I'm gonna bath and then watch something, probably another reaction video from somebody else, and then yeah, go to sleep. I love you guys, and thank you so much for taking time to listen to my video, and enjoy the rest of your day. Mwah.